Okay, hey guys, so I'm doing a video on my whole fidget spinner collection. It's been a while I've been planning for this video, but I actually never made it. Right here looks like a box just for a regular mouse, but it's not. It has a bunch of fidget spinners inside. That was a quick sneak peek, and let's get on with the video. So let me just pull one out. Let me just like pull one out at random, and we'll see what comes out. Let's put this back. Put this under. Yep, and so let's just, okay, so I'm gonna save the best for last. Actually, no, I'm gonna scatter it up. So right here, we have a black fidget spinner that I painted. I actually spray painted this one, which is why it's quite unique. I don't know if you can see, but it has black, has these green bearing caps. Like, this one's fully custom, actually. I mixed up all the parts and everything, so it has these, has these green caps that are like halfway translucent, which I quite like because you can kind of see the bearing. And then the bearings inside aren't actually bearings; they're just some weights. They actually look quite cool when they spin. Yeah, it looks a lot cooler on camera. I wish it did look like that in real life. It looks really cool. It looks like it's going so fast, but it's like silver. And they're like not exactly bearings, they're just weights that say ABEX 7 and 608 ZZ, acting like they're bearings, but they're really not. Then we have the exterior of it, which is probably the most unique part, because you won't ever find one like this. And this was originally a matte red fidget spinner. It was originally a matte one. Let's see if I can stand it up. Yep. It was matte, but now I painted it. I spray painted it. Now, if you can look closely, it was a matte red originally, as I was saying. I don't know what I'm doing. It's matte red, and then I spray painted it matte black on matte red, so it actually looked pretty cool. I had to take everything out, and then I just painted it. I flipped it over, painted the other side, make sure I got inside the bearings, so it would look like it's actually been made black. And I can't really see any resemblance that I actually painted it, except for like it's not perfectly like painted. Well, you can see some ridges in the paint and stuff, but overall it doesn't get on your fingers or anything. It's really smooth. I like the texture of it, the way it spins too. It's really smooth. I wish it looked like that in person. Looks like it's going so slow. Okay, now let's get to the next one. So far we have that one. So I'm gonna put that to this. Actually, I'm gonna line them up all back here, and I'm gonna just like mix them up. So let's get a little more of an interesting one. This one may not look so interesting, but it's actually really interesting. So I bought this one on Wish for like $1, and it came a month later, and I requested a refund, or a replacement, because it didn't come. It's been like 2-3 months, and then they gave me that one that was matte red. This one came, I bought it glossy red, and then a month later this came, and then a month later after this came, that came, so I got two for the price of one. And then this one had these actual bearings in it. That one just had black weights, but I switched them out, painted it, then switched out the weights. This one actually has bearings in it, 608 RS. I can see that if I pop this open, but I don't feel like it. And it's a glossy red exterior, which I quite like. It's smooth. And then I put these like gold caps on here. They're plastic, but they feel really solid. And this is one of my quietest fidget spinners. Let me spin it real fast. It's kind of hard to spin it fast. It's actually quite smooth. I put WD-40 on it, like quite a bit. It's really smooth and quiet, which is why it's one of my favorites. Now, let me stack this up in any way. There we go. Yeah, so we have those two. Is there any way I can just put these up? Yeah, that's good. Now we have this one, and see these caps came from that one. I switched out the caps, so that one is gold caps, this one is red caps. Looks pretty cool. And then this one looks like a blade, and if you spin it quite fast on camera, it looks insane. It's actually pretty cool because I can put my finger exactly there, and it actually stops it right there in person. Like, so if you see it looks really slow, it's gonna stop right there. I don't know how that works. And it has these actual bearings. I got this from I think it's Safeway. Hey, these were the Safeway fidget spinners. The link to the video in the description below. And I made a video about these in my channel. I think 2 or 3 of them. I think 2. I think I lost the others. Oh well. I think I have one more fidget spinner, but I broke that or I lost it. But I don't have it in my possession right now. And then this has some gold fanged look. It had some dents in it. I don't know why or how. And it spins really quick. It spins really long too. And I like the gold and the red. I like how it mixed up. It looks real nice. Okay. It's gonna be quite hard to put that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put one a little more interesting than these guys. So yeah, let me put this back on real quick. So this is a fidget spinner and a fidget cube all in one. So technically, here's a fidget cube. So if I pull this out and then I have the red fidget spinner back there, and if I put those together, this is what I would get. Just a basic fidget cube. It's actually it's like basic stuff. I think all of those would be on this one right here. And it has this little keychain attachment point, which is really cool, which it came with. I bought this for like $3 on Amazon. And it actually, I love the like feel of the plastic. Like it's a rubberish texture on this one, on the actual fidget cubes. And I'm so happy and glad that they put it on the spinner too. So you have these controls, you can just like mess with this, mess with that, spin this. Then you have this, and then you have a rollable ball, you can spin those, you can spin the cap. And then they have some like thing, what it says. And then you have these buttons right here. And then you have this thing which doesn't spin for some reason. Yeah, and then I went over these. And then it has this keychain. It's magnetic, so you can just take it off. I'll just keep it right there. And then you can just spin it. And I kind of like the feel of two-sided spinners. I know it's 2018, and that's why I had to go over my collection so late to make sure I wasn't getting any more, because the trend is over. They're still pretty cool. I like how they feel like when you do this, like when you flip them, it slows down a lot for some reason, but I kind of like that. It looks pretty cool when I spin it too. And sometimes the stuff on the bottom, when you spin it flat, this thing sometimes touches the bottom. Looks quite cool when it spins too. I don't know how to put this one. I just like put it like that. Let's go back to the little, regular ones, and the last will be the best and the most interesting looking ones. Apart for that one, which looked pretty cool and unique. I don't think you ever seen one like that before. Just if you want to buy it on Amazon, just search out fidget spinner cube, and it will be right there for like $3. You get some color options too. So here is the glow in the dark fidget spinner. This actually looks quite cool. I like it, and it has these really small bearings. The translucent caps don't come off. I actually took them off, then they broke, and they wouldn't stay on, so I had to glue them on. So I don't feel like taking them off right now. They have these like really small bearings in it. It actually spins for quite long. And the weights that were in these, I switched them out with the weights in the black spinner, because these had silver weights and that had black weights, so I switched them out. So this one, they both look pretty cool. They look better than how they looked originally. The caps are kind of wiggly, I don't know. But, it's probably because of the glue. This one, I haven't really done anything to, wow. I don't know how it got that warped looking. So weird. There we go. This one's weird. It's like warped. It also looks quite cool when I spin it. Okay, let's put that up. Now I think we're getting closer to the better ones. And don't worry, I have quite a few of them. And yeah, it's gonna be hard to stack it up there. I did it though. Okay, here I have this one. It's also one of the Safeway fidget spinners. Put a little bit of WD-40 on the bearing, not too much though. And it's just as quiet, if not even quieter than the red one I have. And it looks really, really cool. It's acrylic. I don't know if you'd say that. It has these bubbles in it, and then it's like green tint here, red tint here, and a magenta tint here, which is really cool. With these red bearings right there, I don't know if you can see it, and the red and silver 608 RS bearings. And I switched the caps out with the black one that had the green cap, so I just like switch out stuff from all of them because it looks a lot better than what it looked like when it was like made and just like came from the factory. It looks really cool when it spins. I just really look how the colors go along. And I'm sorry for that noise if you're like a construction noise. There's like construction out there. It's quite annoying actually, but it's one of the only places I can shoot. And I actually really like this because you can see pretty much all the colors in person and on camera, but it looks twice as good on camera than in person to spin this. And then I love how the sun comes in. It looks insane. I have like a lot of really rare ones. We have 2 more till we get a really nice one. Okay. Okay, here's another regular one. It's another black one. I didn't paint this one. I didn't do anything to it except for lose one of the caps for the bearings, which is unfortunate. Lost that in a car ride. And I switched the caps with that. There's another one down there. Actually, I don't know where it is. It might be somewhere else in the house. Whatever. I think I lost one. Whatever. So this one has these green caps. I had originally black caps. The other fidget spinners are all curved around, but this one has this like it's flat on the top, bottom, and side. So it has a unique feel to it, which I quite appreciate. It's not curved all around. It's quite like the blade spinner. That's not also curved all around. It's kind of flat. And then this one, it's pretty basic. It spins okay. It's kind of wobbly. Caps tend to come off. The bearing caps and the regular caps, like actually, to hold with your fingers. I'm stuttering so much today. Okay, yeah, this one, and this one was originally a light up fidget spinner. That's the one I lost. And then I switched it out with these bearings because the lights barely worked. They ran out of battery. And unfortunately, I don't feel like wasting my time to go out and find batteries for the lights. Probably be quite expensive because they're or hard to find. Probably just buy a new one instead. So I just switched out bearings and I put these in here. These actually look pretty cool. It's the same red and white, silver ones that were in the multicolored one. And then so the trick to this one, to make them fidget spinners spin really long, all you have to do, it sounds crazy, people say don't get it into water, but I put this one in water. So I took out all the outside bearings and I dipped the whole fidget spinner in water. I took the caps off. I took 1, 2, 3 bearings off and took the caps off. Left the one middle bearing, center bearing in. And then I soaked it in just soap and water, and then you just like clean it. Quite a bit of dirt and rust. I don't know if it was rust, but some brown stuff came off. I don't know. The cap is like quite weird, like it's lopsided almost. I don't know. Still spins. Looks like the leaning tower piece is spinning, which is pretty cool and pretty weird. So I put this in, just soaked in water, and then and then after that, I like dried it off with a paper towel, and then to make sure to fully dry it, I used a hair dryer and left it propped up against like a wall like this, and then faced the hair dryer towards the spinner with the caps off and everything, so it would like fully dried out. And it's spinning really freely. It spins really free. It's quite loud, but it spins really free, which I like. Now, to the more interesting ones. Let me just pick out a random one. Let me tighten these real quick. Yep. to this. These are the metal ones now. Okay, right here I have this one, which is probably one of my favorite because of the looks and what it does, and also that it stands up, so it's really good for to put on camera. And then it spins real nice, and it's brass. It's not exactly like painted metal. It's actually brass, which I like, but brass has its downsides. Like, I used to play trumpet. It's like has some weird. It gets kind of dirty. It's kind of hard to clean. It's not glossy brass, but it's like more of a matte finish. And then these little rubber bands on them, so they make a pretty cool combination. I mean, it looks a lot different in person. Let me see if I can spin it faster. You know, guys get to see. I mean, it kind of makes a pattern. It looks better in person. And then the middle one, the green one glows, which is actually pretty cool. So it does everything. And then also one of the coolest features is that you could pretty much unscrew some of the sides and use it as a lot of different types of spinners. So I have a 3 spinner. I have 3. I just knocked one over. I have 3 of these little weights, and I can spin it. And I'll do I'll do all of them actually. And you can just like unscrew these and screw these back in. It's pretty cool. You can just like screw them off. So they just have screw holes. You can screw them off. And then I have 2. And then when you do that, it feels kind of weird, just like the spinner cube. The bearing's really nice. I also put this one in water, but it actually didn't do that much. Kind of made it a little louder though, but it made it faster. Feels really nice too. I really appreciate that. If you get 2 more, you can make a 4 combination. They'll be like double the weight of just 2 spinner. But be careful where you put them, so you don't completely mess it up. And then you have that like there. And you have 4. So let me just let's get through these other ones pretty quick, because there's not many. Because the plastic ones have more of a story, because they're more customizable and stuff, and they're actually more common as well. But these metal ones, I don't know if you could say, but they look kind of cooler. They don't look as much as a fidget spinner like those do, because there's the traditional. So wow, I pulled out this one. It's one of my rainbows. And I actually like this. Let me catch it coming off. There we go. This one also stands up, which I like. And there's a rainbow tint to it, which looks pretty dope in my opinion. And then, while spinning, it's cool. It's kind of sharp. It's a crab spinner. I like to call it that. And I love the rainbow tint to it. Kind of sharp when you spin it though. It just looks insanely cool, and I bet it spins really long. The metal ones, I think they all spin longer than the plastic ones, just because they're probably more heavier, even though they don't have outer bearings. I mean, I think the weights make more of a difference than the bearings. That's what I think. And speaking of that, I just messed something up, which I'm gonna fix. And I don't think I can fix that. I don't know what I did. Let me try to fix it real quick. It's fine. Just like this. And we got this one. And then we got this one. Okay, then we have this one. Speaking of heaviest and weights, it's just like, I doubt you'll ever see this anywhere except for this video, because it's the rarest fidget spinner you'll ever set your eyes on. This is a like sort of Captain America rainbow fidget spinner with stars, and it's like, will spin forever if I let it. Even if I spin the middle caps, those will spin forever, because bearings an R188, and then it's insanely heavy, so it's gonna spin for really long. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then this one, really like the rainbow tints as well. I don't even know if I can stand this up. And also